Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anushka Singh. I'm an intern at Spark Foundation as a data science and business analyst. So today I'll be explaining my fifth task, which was to perform exploratory data analysis on data set of Indian Premier League, that is IPL. So firstly, we're going to import some basic libraries and necessary libraries, which is NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and so you can see the models are imported. And then we will import the data set in a variable called matches. So now the data set is stored in a variable called matches. So as you can see, this is the match data set, and we have one more data set called delivers. So we have stored that in delivers. So this dot shape shows the number of dimension of the data set. So here we can see that we have a 756 rows and 18 columns, and these are all the names of the columns. So we have just dropped the columns which are not required for analysis. So we have used dot drop function for that. Then we have the information of the data set. So we can see that we have integer, object, okay. And then we have to check the count of the missing values in this data set. So as you can see, for the city column, we have 7, and for winner we have 4, and for player of match we have 4. Okay. So for we have, so what are these numbers? So these are the missing values. So for city, seven missing values are there, and for the 4 winner and the player of match, we have 4 missing values. So for city column, what I did was I created a data frame. Okay, so with the all the missing values in the city column along with the data column. So here you can see that all the missing values, okay, missing values in the city column corresponds to the data of match, and from this data on the web search I found it that all these matches were played in the Dubai International Stadium. Okay, so we can fill this missing values with the Dubai city. So now again I run the null function. So to find out, now you can see the city has 0 null values. Okay, a 0 missing values. Now you can see the winner and the player of match still have the 4. Okay, so now we have 4 missing values. Okay, so what I did was I created a data frame with all the null values in the winner and the player of the match column along with the result column. So we can see that all the null values in the winner and the player of the match column correspond to the result in the column where you can see no result. Okay, so these null values are justified now. Now we are going to work on the second data set, which is the delivers. So I have done the same. I have used a head function, tail. So same thing I have done with this. So now we're gonna analyze the IPL team. Okay, so we are using the value count function to know which team has won most of the matches. So for that I have plotted a graph which can show you the which team has won the most of the matches. So you can see Mumbai Indians has won most of the matches, that is 109, followed by Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. Okay, and then we have to know what is the maximum number of runs by which they have won. So we have used this function to know the maximum number of runs, that is 146. Okay, so by we have to take the information, know the information of the match. So here I have used the iloc function to know the information. As you can see, the team 1 was Mumbai Indians and team 2 was Delhi Devils, and the toss was win by Delhi Devils. Okay, and the toss decision based on the winner was they took the field, and the runs they made is 146. Okay, so this match was played between them. Then we have to find the maximum number of wickets were 10. So we use this function to know the win by wickets, to know the maximum number of wickets. Okay, same goes. So now I also have plotted a graph to know that to which team has most number of won the number of titles. So as you can see, Mumbai Indians has won four IPL titles, and Chennai Super Kings have won three, and Kolkata Knight Riders has two. So followed by others. So now toss. Who now I have also plotted the graph who won most of the number of the tosses. So by this graph you can see the Mumbai Indians team has won most of the toss, and that is 98, followed by Kolkata Knight Riders, that is 92. Okay, so we can infer this that the winner winning the toss impacts on the match as the top three most successful teams, that was Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, and Chennai Super Kings of the IPL, also won most of the matches tosses. Okay, so the one who won the toss, so what they opted for, field or the batting. So I have made a graph for that also. A toss selection by team. So you can see the team which won the toss. So most of the them chose the field. As you can see, field was chosen by 61.24%, and the batting was chosen by 38.76% only. So from this analysis, we made that won the toss, they first pick up for the field. Okay, so the next graph is based on the teams with maximum wins while the batting first. So you can see Mumbai Indians, which has 98. Okay, that has one. Okay, so we can see the Mumbai Indians had done that, and then we have the graph, the teams with maximum wins while batting second. So we can see that the Kolkata Knight Riders was the second, and then followed by Mumbai Indians. Okay. So by this we come to the conclusion that total 14 teams participated in IPL. Okay, and Mumbai Indians was the most successful one. Okay, followed by Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. And the toss analysis was all I did that the one who won the toss took the field first rather than batting. So Mumbai Indians was the most successful while defending the target, and the Kolkata Knight Riders is the most successful while chasing the target. Okay, so this was it. Thank you so much for watching.